I completely stopped going to Starbucks when I found out about their logo, the meaning of it, and how they intentionally made that their logo, right? So I'm gonna show y'all this picture right here. Obviously, you can see the Starbucks logo. It is a mermaid, a siren, marine spirit holding up two tails. Now, the representation of those two tails, that those two tails represent like duality, earth and water, like conquering the earth and conquering the water, two realms. All right. When you watch certain films like The Little Mermaid and whatnot, you can see that the Little Mermaid, when she was in the water, she had the desire to come into the earth and be a human and whatnot. And that is a reality with these evil spirits. They're trying to gain entry in the lives of people. And a lot of you are having these dreams, spiritual spouses, and it's really these type of entities, right? Now this specific spirit or mermaid, I believe it's called Me- Melusine. It's called Melusine, the siren or mermaid with two tails and a crown, right? It's called Melusine, and also it's a graphical representation of the feminine sexuality. She spreads tails and shows genitalia, and it's linked to fertility. All right. So it's sexual too. So when you are actually, you know, looking at that Starbucks logo, it is really a sexual pose because it's really what it's trying to do is trying to show its private areas and whatnot. It's also duality, but it's also trying to put the two tails up. Now, I want to give you guys I saw a post on Starbucks. So this is actually on the Starbucks, you know, website. Now, um the site for this, it's stories.starbucks.com, right? Stories.starbucks.com. And they have the mermaid here, right? They have the mermaid here. Who is the Starbucks siren? Right? You go down the meaning behind our logo, okay? So they didn't pick it just randomly. They studied, okay? The meaning behind our logo. She's at the center of your Starbucks cup. That green mythological creature who's staring into your soul as you drink your latte. Right there, you should be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna stop drinking it." Okay, the star of the Starbucks anniversary blend. But seriously, who is she? It's the siren. She's not a real person, but we kind of think of her as one. She's the biggest symbol of our brand, really, other than our partners, employees. She's the face of it. Steve Murray said he's a creative director in the Starbucks Global Creative Studio. The siren is like a super mermaid. A mermaid with one tail is just like a plain old mermaid. But a siren is often depicted with two tails. She might seem like an unusual choice for the face of a coffee company, but there's a pretty interesting backstory as to how and why the siren came to be. So, this right here, you already know it's spiritual. You already know they're believing in some demonic stuff, Marine Kingdom stuff. It was 1971, and the founders had landed on the name Starbucks, inspired by Moby Dick. Next up, creating a logo while scurrying some old marine books. While scurrying some old marine books, something stood out. A mysterious figure, a mysterious nautical figure called to them, as sirens do. They really loved the look of it, and it kind of tied into what they felt Starbucks stood for. Steve said, so we took inspiration from that and created the logo from there, and she became the siren. Right. And you can see how this is absolutely not of God, absolutely demonic. Right. And I'm just reading this right now. And it's really not, it's really satanic. Like the origin of what they did, like and whatnot is absolutely demonic. Right. It's absolutely Marine Kingdom, absolutely new age. And if you don't think so, you need deliverance. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, right? For them to literally look up mythological demons and marine kingdom and look at marine books and spiritual this. They devoted Starbucks to that principality. And I'm gonna say this: I have brought people through deliverance, right? Because I believe that you should pray for everything, and there's no fear. If you want to continue to go to Starbucks, you can. But when I found out that their logo was satanic on purpose, because this spirit is all about sexual immorality, Starbucks is all about LGBTQ. I've seen them promote witchcraft, which was like either the tarot cards or crystals, something like that, or and they're promoting it, right? I've seen them promote all this crazy stuff, and don't be surprised because that siren, that spirit promotes all of that. This siren spirit is 100% a sorcerer to begin with, has a spirit of sorcery, and then it's also lustful, right? He said, while scurrying some old marine books, something stood out, a mysterious nautical figure called to them, as sirens do. It was 1971, and the founders had landed on the name Starbucks, inspired by Moby Dick. Next up, creating a logo while scurrying some old marine books, something stood out. A mysterious nautical figure called to them, as sirens do. So they were reading a book, and they felt like something called to them, which was a marine spirit, as a siren. So why would you want to continue to eat somewhere and drink something when they said a spirit called to them? A spirit spoke to them. It's just I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And I have brought people through deliverance because I'm not saying everyone is getting the demon from eating there. What I'm saying is, man, this place was 100% devoted to demons. It was 100% devoted to the Marine Kingdom. And I know you like their stuff. Their stuff tastes good, right? But I've done the deliverance because, not gonna say because I've prayed because I'm like, yo, this is demonic, especially like the origin of it. So I just prayed and I saw people go through crazy deliverance. And I'm not saying that you're gonna go through deliverance or you have a demon from going to Starbucks. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it was a reality for some people because at the end of the day, it's demonic. The origin of it is demonic. Their logo, their name, everything, it's demonic. There's no way around it. Literally demonic. And they went to go look for a spiritual name and that came from the water, and this spirit called out to them. This is demonic. It's just demonic. Now we can say everything's demonic, but the Bible says abstain from the appearance of evil. When you know something was founded in sorcery or founded in the marine kingdom or founded in a marine spirit or mermaid, and that's the logo, two tails, duality, earth and water, sexuality, fertility, showing its genitals, genitalia, whatever. It's just, why would you want to eat there? Why would you want to do that? Because the logo, it's like she's pulling up the two tails. So she's showing the private area. And you understand, like, this is a trans species of a man. Like, this is a trans species of a woman or a man and a fish. It's like transgenders. It's like transgenders. It's the same exact thing. And people think Starbucks they own this logo. They really don't. They really don't. They absolutely don't. Right? A lot of people will believe that, but they just don't. This spirit has been existing for a very, very, very long time. They're reading it from that book. You understand me? They're reading it from that book, and it's just crazy. I want to upload another photo um to help you guys see something that I saw the other day. I guess it's not coming up. But it was another photo of another mermaid. So I was walking with my wife to go to just go on a walk, right? And I saw a there was this place in front of a school, and they had like a mermaid. They were talking about transgender children, and there was like this painting of a mermaid, and the message was all about transgenders, right? And they had a mermaid painted on like this wall, and it's just, you know what mermaids stand for. Mermaids are all about, you know, that transgender, that transitioning into human, trans species, all that stuff. It's just, all this stuff is whacked out. I just don't understand how people can, just continue to even try to eat there, go there, want to be part of Starbucks. It's just, in my opinion, it is blasphemous, right? In my opinion, it is absolutely blasphemous. Well, I can't find the picture I wanted to share with you guys, but it's just sad. Maybe if I pulled up to my camera, you can see it, right? Hopefully that zooms in, right? So right there, you can see they have a mermaid, right? So that's their mermaid right there. Half fish, half woman, right? And instead of like the breast, they have like a heart there. It's just super, just like sexual, right? And then on the next slide, they had like a writing here, and it says, I don't know if you can read that. It's really just talking about transgender children. We love, our hearts are with transgender children. Our hearts have love enough for transgender children, transgender parents, transgender lovers, transgender neighbors, transgender selves. It's just ridiculous, right? And they have the mermaid there because we know the mermaid is all about mixture, transitioning, and it's just demonic. Absolutely demonic. So this is part of the reason I don't go anymore. And some of you are having dreams of this spirit. You're having dreams of this entity. So when you see the logo and you study and you understand where it's coming from, why would you want to drink it? There's a principality that governs over Starbucks. You understand me? And it's just out in the open, and you can do this research. Like I said, um, this is on stories.starbucks.com, so it's legit. You know what I mean? But I don't drink it because of that. And I brought people through deliverance, and people are having dreams of these evil spirits there. This is not a Starbucks does not own this logo. They don't own this spirit. They don't, it's a demon. It's literally a demon. You understand me? It's just literally demon. And that's why I don't rock with it. I don't mess with it. Um I just don't. I don't think we should be demon conscious, like, oh my gosh. But when you do your research, you should be like, okay, I'm gonna stay away from this. There should be no fear, but it's like, nah, I don't support this. It's just, this is demonic. Like, they're too deep in this siren thing. Listen, in Africa, they worship this spirit, eh? In Africa, siren. In Africa, we call it Mami Wata. In Africa, Mami Wata, a goddess in the water, marine spirit. In Africa, they worship these things. I remember one time I had it in my house, um, in the fridge. My dad was like, "Take this stuff out," because in my house, we do. My dad's deliverance happened. I was raised in deliverance ministry. You'll see people manifesting like snakes, marine spirits manifesting. They come from the water. So bringing that in our house is crazy, crazy. Just never. I couldn't do it.